Hey everybody, this is the Pissed Rhino Show. Today, got another short video. It's a mail call video. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to do a quick mail call to show you some parts that have come in and what I'm doing. Here we go. First off, you see the RamJam parts. That is I call it the basher infraction, but this is the one that I'll be driving on the street, trying to drift with it, play around with it, and maybe even drag race it. As you can see, I got the Treal bulk housings I got to put in. I've got the lockers, and I've got the other mounts, and I've got some things from Perfect Pass. I got the shiny body pins. And I think that's it for this one. So that is what I'm doing right now. Trying to get that thing, buffed up a little bit. I don't want to be repairing diffs in it, so I'll just eliminate them. I've got titanium drive shafts. I've got titanium center diff, locker, spool, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, so that's what I got to do to that. I guess some of these, all these are ESC or servo cable extensions. 180 millimeter triple black. So they're completely black and they're 180 millimeters. My plan is on every one of my XLX2 ESCs, I'm going to replace their receiver wire with this to eliminate all that mess. I've already taken out all the supplementary wires, took all that out because it's not needed unless you're doing some kind of telemetry or something like that. And that I'm not. So yeah, so I'm going to replace the wires with this, clean up the situation a little bit so that I don't have wires going everywhere. So we'll see how those work. I might have to get a little bit longer ones on for the blue flame truck, but we'll see. That's the little things like that I do that really kind of stand out. So if you're that kind of guy like me, go get you some of those wires. I should say A-Main Hobbies, and they're like $4 to $6, I think. I can't remember off the top of my head, but make sure you get the ones for ESE so it has the same thing on both ends. It has to be the I don't know, the male or the female, not the big boxy one. So these are the female. The big boxy part that has the pins in it, that's the male. So this is female to female. So easy to do once you know that. All right, let's open up Hop Me Up RC. Let's see what Hop Me Up RC has sent me. I need to change the blade of my razor blades. They are dying. I put them through their paces. All right, so it's something Arma-ish. Ah, yes. Something that you need when you're changing diffs all the damn time. You need the seals. So I can't find my extra seals. So I bought 2 more packs. Come on down now. Yeah, they're stuck. Anyway, 2 sets of 4 Arma AR A3 11190, and it's the gearbox sealing gasket. These do not come on the stock infractions. There's no seal. It's just plastic on plastic. So if you're going to put some grease in there, you need these. Especially if you do metal bulkheads, you have to have these. Amazon, eBay, I think it's $6 a pack, $4 a pack, something like that. It's kind of expensive for what it is, but You have to have it, and it's made by Arma, or at least it's sold by Arma, so that's why it's so expensive. I haven't found a good aftermarket one yet. Who is this from? This is an Amazon pack. What did I buy from Amazon? Evidently it's small. Oh yeah. So I have a full set of MIPs back there against my radio. And I've been using this little stand that I got. I don't know if you can see it. I don't think so. It's over here. Well, yeah, you can. Right here, this little stand. It's got all my leftover extras in it. So I don't have an extra one of these. This is a 1.3, and so I bought it. I gotta put it in there. Then I'll have a full set in the back and a full set here in the front. I got tools galore, and when I go out, all I have to do is grab this toolkit here. I'll show you real quick. So that's my tools. So I got 1.3, 1.5. Actually, this is 0.05, 1.3, 1.5, and then 2, 2.5, 3. And now I will have the same thing down here, where that's a 0.5, I'm pretty sure. And then I will put this 1.3 right there. Yep, that's the order. Oh, I got my 2.0 in my drill. There we go. Full set of those from 1.3 or 0.05, 1.3 on up. Same thing with the handled versions. And then I got a 5.5 and a 7 in here extra that I'm using for everything that goes into the infraction. So, and then I get my MIP sticker that you guys know I love. I bought this off Amazon. They're pretty much the same price everywhere, but I know that I can get it from Amazon faster than I can get it from MIP, because I've ordered from MIP and it wasn't very quick. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't quick. This is from G&H, Treal Hobbies, I think, something like that. Ah, yes. So, yesterday, I received in these AGFRC pinion gears. These are 8mm 30T Mod 1 pinion gears, steel. Now you might think it's funny buying gears from a servo place, but these are the best gears I've ever seen. They're hardened properly. They are smooth as silk. There's no burrs. There's no edges. They're just perfect. I've got one of them in the blue flame truck. I think it's the spur gear. And it just sounds so smooth. Yeah, these are the same way. So smooth. So I got two of these for both motors. These will be the pinions. And this one's a 36, so this will be the one that I start with. It's not too crazy. A 36, and this is by NHX. Wow. NHX is usually not that great, but that's a pretty good spur gear. It likes the AGFRC for sure. Well, that's good. I'm glad to have it. And then, oh shit, did I lose that one? No, it's still in the bag. Almost lost the grub screws. I forgot about them. Sometimes they're inside already and sometimes they're not. So, this is a 34. So I'm going to start with a 36 with two 30s. And then, oh, you can't see that very well. There you go. I'm going to start with a 36 with two 30s. And then when we want to go faster, we throw in the 34. Then if I want to go faster than that, I got to buy a 32. And we'll see how it goes. I forgot, but I also have to do some gearing rework on Blue Flame over there because Castle Creation says it's set up to do 240 miles an hour. And I'm pretty sure that's not what I'm supposed to start out with. But I used the chart from New Motors. So I'm not sure, but I'll have to get back in touch with New Motors so I can get the proper gearing before I start out and just grenade everything. Man, I would just go in. I'm sorry for that noise. My stomach is hungry, I guess. Sorry guys, I just want to put this pinion in here before I forget and lose them. I don't even know where I cut this bag. Go. I should have never taken them out of the bags. You guys don't mind, right? Just take a couple of minutes here. If I can figure out why these are not wanting to find a home on my 2.5. There we go. All right, so all the gears are ready to go. Again, like I said, I got to buy more gears anyway. But look at these AFGRCs. I mean, that's a nice gear. And if you haven't looked at gears, I apologize. You probably don't know what makes it so great, but there are several factors that make this superior to other ones. But, all right, let's get this crap out of the way. All right, let's go to the next box. Actually, I got one more bag. Oh, no. I only have two bags. Man, I'm slacking. Who is this one from? I don't know what this is. We're going to find out. Then I got a couple things off camera. Mail calls to show you. Oh, my my buddy. Hyperflow fans. Look at his packing. Isn't that cool? I've never seen that before. I'm sure you guys probably have, but I've never seen that type of packaging. It worked, I'll tell you that. All right, so let's dig in. Hyperflow fans, everybody. Hyperflow fans. Now, if you get on the website and you think they're expensive and you think, why would I pay that much for fans? Because they give you security. These are some of the most powerful fans available, and they keep everything cool unless you've got major problems. These are going to save the life of your motor and your ESC. It'll keep them both in check so they don't go places they're not supposed to go. Oh, he's got some new packaging. Hyperflow fans. Love it. These are all the switches and anything else you might need. Depends on what you buy as to what you get. He's doing clamps now, so you can actually clamp them, metal clamps to the motor. But I prefer the zip ties, even though they move a little bit. I prefer them because I'm working with some very expensive motors. So I'd like to, I don't want to scratch them up right away. You know how I am. I'm very anal about that stuff. So this shit's awesome. Let me get this out of here and then I'm going to show you guys what I got. Box of, I'm going to save that packing material because I'll use that later. Hyperflow fans. Look at this shit, guys. Oh my god. So, in the big new build that's coming up very soon, because I have all the parts now, I want to finish my basher. I want to get this stuff done, and then it's done, and I can put it off my table. And then all I got to do is install the ESC when I get it for the blue flame truck, and it'll be done. And then I can focus on the big guy. Dual motor, dual ESC build. And that's why there's so many fans. All right, so let's get started. So we've got forged carbon fiber. This gets rid of the case that's on an XLX2, gets rid of it completely. And then this goes on top. A lot more airflow. It can breathe more. And plus you have a psycho fan going straight down on it. Now, let me move the light a little bit. Get some more light here. Now, he will put any connector you want on. If you want a JST, if you want a micro JST, whatever you want, he'll put on it. But we started talking, and I said I wanted to plug it straight in to the ESC with a wire. But I didn't want the wire too long because they're so bulky and they look ugly. So what he said is, why don't we just plug it straight into the ESC? So what this allows me to do is I pull out the big plug. I take out the two wires for the fan, and I put these in their spot. So this is a direct ESC wired fan. Bump it up to 8.4 volts, and you got yourself some cooling power. Same thing with this one. It'll plug directly into the ESC. No extra wires, no connection wires. Just those two little pins. That is freaking awesome. I'm so glad he came up with that because as stated, I hate the wires. There's just so many wires, and I can cut them and solder them, I know. But even then, when you put shrink wrap on them, it makes it a little hard, and so they don't bend, or they bend too much, or it just looks like a mess. So those plug directly in to the ESCs. These, you can do several things with. You can plug them in together and then plug them into your ES or your receiver on a separate channel, or you can plug these into you can plug these into a connector like he's got in this bag. One of these connectors that plugs into your balance plugs. But for me, what I'm doing is I think I'm going to plug these two together and run them to my receiver box. I think. We will see. If I can put the receiver box like in between the motors and everything reaches and looks good, that's what I'll do. Otherwise, I'll figure out something to make them look proper. But that's what I think my plan is at this moment. So, go to Hyperflow Fans. They're on Instagram. He's got a website. He's on Facebook. Go check him out. He'll do any color of carbon fiber on top. He can 3D print stuff. If you don't want carbon fiber, he can 3D print it. If you want purple little washers, you can do that too. You can do any color wrap. He does it all. So please go check him out just for me. I mean, if you don't buy anything, that's perfectly fine. That's your decision. But if you would, for me, check him out. He's a small business in the United States, and he could use all our help in keeping his business and growing it. So please take a moment and do that. That's my speech. I like the guy. He treats me right. Customer service is top notch. You just can't go wrong. So there we are. Last box. Like I said, I have a couple things to show you, but after this, this box is from Castle Creations. That pretty much tells me exactly what's inside this box. Let's see how they packaged it up. So it's a brand new one, supposedly. There we go. See all the wires? Jesus Christ. This is all the wires. When I get done, it'll be one little black wire and the sensor wire. Actually, no, the sensor wire goes away too. I don't even use it. So, and they didn't send me the little cap for the sensor wire. God damn it. Alright, we'll have to get one of those. So yeah, it looks like a brand new one. As you guys know, I sent mine in. It was in the fire blue truck. And they warranted it and gave me a new one. This wire will be changed to that black wire. And I might as well show you since we're here. This little black wire will go here. Longer if needed. This goes away. Take that out completely. This, I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. I mean, I got a spot for it. I'll probably keep them on, I guess. I don't know. And then this goes away. And this little wire here plugs straight into that harness right there. This goes away. You don't need that. And then these will be set up to connect to these. Set up to connect to these. And it'll be installed, and it'll be done, and it'll be easy. Please, God, let it be easy. All right. Let me just get some of this shit out of the way. All right, next mail call. Oh, bam-a-lam. There it is, folks. I finally have a tire truer that will work for me and shave down my big ass standard size tires. This has these little banana clips. I was personally thinking about just unsoldering them, but I don't know if that'll work, but we'll have to see. Yeah, but my point is, I'm not going to use this, so I'm going to replace this with a XT60, and then I'll plug it into a 4S battery to get it to run. And then that way, it'll run on a LiPo. I won't have to worry about clipping into any batteries or anything. This thing has a cutter. Has a cutter right here. You loosen this up. And you move that end to touch the tire. You can see it goes to 105. So if you wanted it 96, where's 90? So there's 90. We'll put it at 90. A little over 95. Right there. You tighten that up. Didn't realize I loosened it that much. So now it's set, and then you turn it on and it goes, tire goes on right here. So your tire will be standing up here, going like this, and then you crank this little crank, or just spin it with your hand. I'm sure it'll be more harder to do once you're hitting tire, but you'll go. Now, you won't be able to do straight to 96. That's a little much. So you got to go by a couple millimeters each time. You just want to make sure you don't go below 96, because that's the preferred size of BSRs for infractions and for speed runs. So I've got several sets of regular BSR purples, Team Purple, that are regular size, 105 millimeters. And now I can turn them down to 96 millimeters, because the only place I've ever seen them are the low profiles that Perfect Pass either makes or sells. I don't know if they shave them themselves or if somebody else does, because I haven't seen them anywhere else. But as soon as Perfect Pass gets some in stock, they're gone. So I bought some last time, so I have some for each of my trucks. But I want to be able to make my own from now on, because you can always find BSRs. You just can't always find the low profile. So this will help me do that. Oh, all right. Last but not least, my 3D printer. I'll put some pictures at the end of this video. It is a Flash Forge Adventurer 5M. It's got an LCD touchscreen. It's got a 0.4 head extruder. It's got everything you need. It basically comes fully assembled. It takes 10 minutes to get it up and running. And then it took me about 45 minutes to figure out how to get the information from a laptop to in the proper format with all the information, because you have to use a splicer. All that sounds very scary to a 50-year-old guy. Well, you gotta get it. You gotta download all the files. Now you can't just put those into your 3D printer. You gotta slice them, and then you gotta export them, and then you gotta put them on a flash drive. You put that flash drive in your 3D printer, and then you select what you want to print. Well, that sounds very difficult, but it's not. I've done several things. First, the two things I have to have for my build, the reason I bought it, that right there, that is a capacitor holder if I've ever seen one. Made by yours truly. SBIPrints hooked me up with the drawing and all the data with it so that I could download it to my 3D printer and go. And it did a good job. I mean, it looks clean on the sides. Everything turned out good. This is the side that goes against the table. That's why it's textured like that. My table's textured. So yeah, I printed out 2 of those. They worked great. And then after that, I printed this. These are my pissed Rhino motor supports. So the motor mounts to the motor mount. You got long ass motors like these 4080s that are going in. 2 of these going into my next build. But you hook them to the motor mount and they just sit there and they can droop like that, and then you got problems. But if you make a little tray like this that holds up the ass end of the motor, you're good to go. So this is the one that was made for the flame truck. Now I might have to change the height from low or high based on what these motors do with those roto motor mounts from Scorched. Yeah, Scorched roto motor mounts. I don't know where my motor is going to be. Is my motor going to be up here? Is it going to be down here? Is it going to be sitting on the ground? I don't know. I hope it's close to that so I can just freaking use those. But if I have to change that dimension, my buddy at SBIPrints, I'm sure will help me. Probably for a price. But hey, that's all right. It's his time. Time's worth money. What a fucking mail call, right, guys? I mean, holy shit. There's a lot of money on that table right there. A lot of money. If you want to do things right, you got to spend the money. If you don't care, hey, that's fine. That's one way of doing it. No problem. But if you want to do everything as perfect as you can, this is the type of stuff you need. You need tire chewers. You need great motors. You need great fans. You need 3D printers, I guess. I never thought I needed one, but I freaking love it. I'm making some stuff just for the 3D printer now. This is going to hold the filament and move around as the head moves around. So I printed that up yesterday and put it together today. Oh shit, I see one problem. I put two of them in backwards. Damn you. So I gotta fix that, obviously. But anyway, 3D printer didn't do that. Human error did that. Human error sucks. So, thanks everybody. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, now this ain't a normal show. This is just a mail call. I'm not going to do all the fancy intros and outros. This is just a mail call. So it's just something fun for you guys to watch and see the type of shit that I'm getting myself into. And then I'll have videos on me putting it all together. We might even live stream for the next build. So keep an eye out for that. And yes, I'm still thinking about the auction. I'm still thinking we're going to do it, but I got to get some numbers and shit together. But anyway, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. Please like the video. Please share the video to get some more people in here. Like-minded souls. And feel free to comment if you liked the video, if you hated it, if you think this is stupid and you can't believe I do this shit. That's fine. Say that too. But that's the show for today. Thanks, everybody, and I'll see you here next time on the Pissed Rhino Show.